Walking back from class, Fatini had bumped into a man. Realizing he had dropped a paper, Fatini tried calling after him, but the man had scurried away. Fatini saw that the paper consisted of a few random numbers, or so she thought. After realizing that the paper consisted of 3 sets of codes to be encrypted, Fatini used the adjoint method for the first set. To find M11, she took out the first row and the first column and took the new A11, multiplying it with the numbers that is not in the first column and row with the formula AD minus BC. To find M11 of the first set, she had eliminated the first row and the first column. With the new 3 by 3 matrix, she used the new A11 as the coefficient and multiplying it with the remaining 2 by 2 matrix using the AD minus BC method. She then added it with the coefficient A12 and its corresponding 2 by 2 matrix and subtracted it with coefficient A13 after multiplying it with its 2 by 2 matrix. So for M11, she had gotten negative 20. For M12, you can see that the first coefficient that is A11 is 5, then it is multiplied by its 2 by 2 matrix, that is 1133, and it is minus by the second coefficient after multiplying it with the 2 by 2 matrix, that is 4143, and the third coefficient is 1. So the M12 that she had gotten is negative 32. This process is repeated throughout finding out all of the minors. The only difference was that the rows and the columns eliminated correlates to the rows and the columns of the minor that she wanted to find. So the minor that she had gotten using this method is negative 20, negative 32, 5, 21, 5, 8, negative 3, 7, negative 7, negative 3, negative 9, negative 1, positive 7, negative 16, negative 27, positive 4, and negative 21. The next thing she had to do was to find the cofactor, and to find the cofactor, she multiplied the signage of the minor with the signage pattern of plus minus, and used the answer as the signage of the cofactors. So the end result is as shown in the video. To find the adjoint A, she transposed the cofactor matrix where the columns becomes the rows and the rows becomes the column. The next value that she had to find is the determinant. So in order to find the determinant, she had used the same method of finding the minor. So the determinant that she got is 7. After obtaining all the values, she used the formula 1 over determinant A multiplied by adjoint A to find the inverse of the matrix. In the paper left by the mysterious man, there was a set P given. So Fatini realized that to find the answer and to decode the message, she had to multiply the inverse of the matrix with the set P given. However, the message could not be decoded as the multiplication of set P and the inverse of set K includes number that is out of the range of 0 to 26 and includes fraction numbers. These numbers are not included in the clue that has been given in the paper by the mysterious man. For the second set, Fatini had used the elementary row operation method. For this method, she had to put the set matrix given side by side to an identity matrix. An identity matrix only consists of two numbers, that is 1 and 0. The main goal of this method is to turn the set given into an identity matrix, and the identity matrix will become the answer after the multiplication process. After obtaining the inverse of the second matrix, it will then be multiplied by the set P given as a clue in the paper by the mysterious man. However, the message cannot be decoded from set 2 as the result of multiplication of set 2 inverse and set P was in fractions. Even after 2 failed attempts, Fatini refused to give up. So, she tried again with the third set and the last set using the elementary row operation method. For the elementary row operation method, it is important to keep at least one row as a constant. From the video, we can see that in order to turn the last column of the set given into zeros while remaining the number 1 at row 4, Fatini will add A14 with 2 over 9 after multiplying it with A44. The same method will be used to turn A24 and A34 into zeros. The same concept is repeated throughout this whole operation. After obtaining the inverse of the last set, Fatini will then multiply it with set P. All the values obtained will then be within the range of 0 to 26, and all of them will be whole numbers with no fractions. Therefore, they can decode the message according to the clue that has been given on the paper. Message obtained as per head start had Fatini wondering whether this was the end of an obstacle or the start of a new mysterious journey.